Hi, everybody. Mark Landini. I am the co-vice chair with Ron Coleman, working for our chairperson, Felix. Um, anyway, what I was trying to do here was to switch a little bit because we are in a different portion of our presentation. So I wanted to just switch it up to the GSX. Technology is what this GSX Plus is all about. And if you've never attended GSX event, you don't know how much effort goes into it. And there are a lot of people and there's a lot of moving parts. So I know Mark has attended in the past, Mark Gaudet, Dose, Felix, Jonathan said, and I know that I've seen Charlie there. And I'm sure there are a host of others that have attended in the past. But this particular event is going to be like none other. So one of the things I started doing was going through the GSX Plus information on ASIS online. And there's just so much information out there. So I sent a couple of emails, made a call, and I got this nice presentation. And it goes out to all the chapters. And if I would have planned a little bit, I could have had somebody from headquarters give the presentation because they're very warm and fuzzy with it. So it's from the 21st to the 25th, so you still have time to register if you'd like. And they've done a lot of things to make the experience completely different because, you know, we have this pandemic going on, in case you didn't hear. We have to social distance, and it'd be totally impossible to have this event in person. So they're trying to use the technology so that we can have every portion of this.
So Mark, so we have no audio from you.
Muted.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Much better.
So you guys, somebody has to turn their volume off. Did you guys hear any of that?
Just a squeaking noise.
Okay, so let's go back. As you saw, I switched up my my background to the GSX, but I also shared my screen. What I was saying was this particular GSX Plus is trying to recreate the in-person event because we do not have the ability, because of the pandemic, to socialize like we have in the past. If anybody like Mark Gaudet, John Perillo, and Felix, Dose, Chuck, anybody that's gone to a GSX event or a national event that's been held here in the United States, there are probably 25,000 people that go to this event. And it's held in one facility where you have lots of meeting rooms and a huge display room where you have vendors, and there's lots of events where you socialize in the evening. So not going to be able to have that. So they've dipped into this technology that we have available to us, and they're going to see how it goes. Now, one of the things I did, because I saw that there was a lot of information on ASIS online, was I made a call. I emailed some people up there, and I got a huge response. They forwarded this particular presentation. I have also done some slides, which I'll switch back and forth to. But they've really made it easy for me to go and give this presentation. So This experience that we're having here is, this particular thing is from the homepage platform. It's where you're going to navigate to all the sessions and browse by speaker. Visit the marketplace. The marketplace is kind of what they're using for the exhibit hall. Access the networking platform, which allows you to be matched up with other attendees and exhibitors based on what interests you have and what kind of information you want to gain while attending GSX Plus. You can visit the ASIS hub like you have in the events in Chicago and Las Vegas. Those are the ones I attended, where ASIS headquarters staff members will be available during the office hours, to connect and answer questions and see some of the latest innovative products in security, where they have the innovative product awards and all that stuff. In here, you can also see where they have the sessions that are currently live, and then there are also chat boxes in those live sessions so that you can connect with other attendees and possibly the speaker. So I talked about feature sessions, you know, like live sessions where they have a speaker, but they also going to have on-demand sessions where you can see the course material, the educational material, and you can view those at any time. So any ASIS member that goes to GSX Plus will be able to view those on-demand sessions through the end of the year. So there's no reason why you can't get a lot out of the educational experience. So the marketplace, this is what it's going to look like. And I'm sorry it's not any bigger, but I can show it on my I'll have to show it later to you on the live World Wide Web. But these are like the booths here on the left, and on the right is how it will look once you get inside. They'll have a video possibly to market whatever you're going to see. They'll have information that's going to sell their products, give you more information on the products. You'll have the ability to chat with somebody live. And if somebody is not available or you don't have time to wait, you'll be able to schedule a meeting with a company representative. They'll have product information, and then of course the service videos, collateral contacts, you know, stuff like that. So the content there are a couple ways to view the content. You talked about the sessions here. Okay. The first screenshot on the left shows the sessions page. So it's where all the sessions are listed. You'll be able to click, I'll show you this later on. You can click on the left there, it'll give a bio of the speaker. So you can see who this person is and what their experience is. Maybe they work for a company, or what their position is in the security industry. You'll be able to add them to your calendar, keep track of the ones that you want to attend, and look through those that are available on demand to plan for later, because you could look at stuff off hours, or you know, through the end of the year. And you can search on these. You can search by day. Up here at the top, you have how you can search on them. So you can search by like subject matter, and I can show you that after we're done with this PowerPoint presentation. And you can ask questions from the speaker if you're in a live session, and then you could also ask questions of other attendees. The stuff that's underneath here will give you a description of what that particular session is about. So over here on the left is a list of speakers. You can search on a specific speaker. If you've heard about somebody that you know is interesting, you can search on that speaker as well. So this is the ASIS hub. You'll be able to get exclusive content for key ASIS subject areas, meet with ASIS headquarters staff to ask questions, and just to take a break. And it can be where you can access on-demand exercise videos. Yes, there are exercise videos. Visit silly things like a puppy, and even take a virtual snapshot where you could post those on social media. You can learn more about these things if you search on the community part of the event. And I can go to that right here. The community is where you have all this information, okay? Okay, so registration, you can find this almost on any page if you go to ASIS Online and then go to the GSX Plus page. It's pretty easy to do, and the best way to get the most out of your experience at GSX Plus is to fill out the information. We do have to talk about cost. I signed up last week, and I think the all access pass for ASIS members is $450. If you have certain codes to enter, you can get up to $75 off. I do have a code in my other presentation that I'll pass along. It's an early bird. There's one here that has stronger. It's available for ASIS members. It'll give you $50 off the all access pass. So that'll be knocked down to $400 right there. So, but if you get that $75 one, you might be able to get it for $375. Now, I don't think, yes.
Can I just jump into 1 second? There is an opportunity when you're signing up to make a donation to the ASIS Foundation. I just want to put that out there. If you are taking a discount, which I did, I got a $75 discount when I signed up. I gave part of the difference to the foundation. Not all of it, but part of it. And I'd just like to ask everybody to keep the foundation in mind when they're signing up. Thanks. Sorry, Mark. Thank you.
That's great. So, and it's pretty easy to sign up. I did it in a matter of less than 15 minutes. Okay, so one of the things that is near and dear to my heart is Wednesday, which will be Military and Appreciation Day. They also have other events in the evening that are available. Military and law enforcement get the free Wednesday one-day pass. And one of the keynote speakers is General Stanley McChrystal. He was a 4-star general, former commander of U.S. and international forces in Afghanistan. And he was the commander when we first went over there. He's a good speaker. I'm looking forward to see him. Of course, if you have that background and you want to network with these individuals, you can do that. So some of the content, I have more information on my slides onto the content and how that all works. There are over 100 sessions live and on demand. They have these tracks, and I'm going to show you an example of the tracks for leadership and managing organizations. So if we go over to this slide, this is one that I made. These are the different on-demand sessions that are available for leadership and managing organizations. Okay, these are the general sessions. There's at least 4 different sessions every day except for Thursday where there's only 2. These are some of the sessions that are live on Monday. Some of them run at the same time. Some of them don't, so that you can get into them. One of the things I did not get an answer to is whether or not these sessions will be recorded and if we can go back to them and view them after the fact. That would make sense to me, but I'm not sure. These are the sessions that are on Wednesday through Friday. There's something for everybody in this particular track. Now, one of the great things about this, anybody that has a certification that needs to get CPEs, if you have an all access pass, you get 25 of them. You do one day, you get 5. I already have mine set for the next time that I recert, and I wasn't going to do the GSX Plus, but I started looking through the content, and I really thought there's an opportunity to get more education out of this and to stay current. One of the things that changed this year because of the pandemic was the way that we're getting information and the way security is gonna be in the future. There aren't people at the brick and mortar businesses that we're used to. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for me, even though I have my CPEs. The daily themes, that was another interesting facet of the online agenda. For some events and industries, 5 days might sound like a marathon. It's certainly a lot of time if you have a lot of stuff to do in the office or at home. But for the world of security management, where evolution is constant, and of course, the new threats and protocols are quickly emerging. For one, you have social activism that's going on right now, and then you have the pandemic. It's all quickly emerging, and it's a sprint. So this is packed with high-level content, and the speakers that are scheduled, they get to the heart of the matters at hand. So GSX Plus, it's designed to help you streamline your schedule and then get up to speed fast with laser focused days built around overarching schemes. If you're interested in a single topic, then the 1-day option is best. Engagement. So how do we engage socially on a computer where we're all over the country, all over the world? So the grip networking is what GSX has developed. Now, you're going to be able to look people up in the connections in the event. And then if you want to meet and chat with somebody, you can see if they're available in real time, or you can send them a message to possibly meet. This might be somebody that you're old friends with, or it might be somebody that you just want to get a read on how they're adjusting to the pandemic. After all, in the Southern Connecticut chapter, that's what we've been doing this year. We've been trying to get professionals from within our industry to give us what's happening at their workplace differently because of the pandemic, because of the social activism. And you can go to the gsx.org and then you go into the connections area. So going into the connections area for me is here. And it shows you all that you can. And you can match make, you can do searches on like somebody in the same industry, and you can see if they're available. If they're not, or if they are, you go into a meeting room. And of course, it's kind of like Zoom. They have the video button down here. They have the microphone button here, and it'll tell you who's in this chat room, who's in this meeting room. And you can have your video on. If you're not looking pretty that day, you don't have to have it on. So you can relax and connect this way if you'd like. It's just a good way to go about it. So there's a welcome reception. Everybody knows that there's a welcome reception when we're going to the GSX in person. They're going to do the same thing. The president is going to speak, not of the United States, of ASIS. And you can get more information at gsx.org and then go to highlights events. Now, I don't know if I earmarked this one. I did not. Oh, here we go. Either my time's up or somebody has a call. So the welcome reception is going to be Monday afternoon, and that's traditionally when it is. And you can get more information on the website where it says gsx.org/highlights-events. I urge you to explore the website because you can get so much information there. There's a little video you could watch. There's a virtual happy hour. So it's not really like drinking alone, right? Some of the other keynotes and events are listed here. You have like I said, the president's reception. That was the welcome reception. This is the president's reception, and they have a special cocktail. So you might want to get the ingredients for that before you actually attend. They have the awards celebration. They have the break room, and the break room is where you can just kind of check out the mindless activities where you don't have to be engaged in security type information. President's reception with Marco Vega. The award celebration. Now this is pretty interesting. Now this looks like an ordinary room, but what you're going to do, you're going to be going into a virtual room, and it's got 3D video, 360 degrees, and you're going to walk through this. It's somewhat like a virtual reality, but you're not going to be able to change it. So they're going to have different awards posted on the wall, have a little description of why these people receive these awards, instead of actually doing it in the live sense of it. The ASIS break room. I think this is trying to get the younger generation involved in ASIS. I think everybody on this call is at least 30 years of age, if not older.
Okay.
And we want to attract the younger generation. We want to get them involved in ASIS. So some of the things that you can do in there, like I said before, there's a social feed. There's you can take a quick snapshot. You can do a puppy cam. Do some things that kind of break up the monotony or the security monotony, if you will. Okay, so the partners in promotion. Let me back this up. So I'm working two computers here. So this is where the content and the connections and the commerce and community come together. And you can't do it without doing something extra. So there's a toolkit. And this is where you're really going to, they're trying to like get everything out on social media. So what's really great about this, and this is just a slide deck, so you really can't see this well. I'm on this page live. Okay, so this is the promotional toolkit, and it gives you sample media posts. So one of the things as a 55-year-old man, I'm not on Twitter all the time. I'm not on LinkedIn all the time, but I've tried to make it the best that I can make it. But this gives you some more ideas to post messages about GSX Plus before you attend. Hopefully that'll pique other people's interests in the security community to get them to attend. And then you could do it while you're there also. Some of the other things in the toolkit, as you see, when I stop sharing, there are Zoom backgrounds. There's social media graphics. There's stuff that you can post with the things that you write about. Okay? These are the things that you can put behind your Zoom meetings to show that you're keyed into GSX. And I don't know the platform that's running behind this, whether it's going to be Zoom, but it's pretty cool when you stop talking to someone and you see behind me is the GSX logo. So I'm going to keep sharing my screen because I have other things in there. Okay, so that's the toolkit. And there are other languages available also. So I don't know if I have anything else to show you. There are the daily themes that I talked about. There's the code that I talked about, Early Plus. I don't know if it still works. As of last Friday, it still worked. I just want to provide everybody an opportunity, if they want to save a few dollars, to be able to use that code. That was in the August issue of Security Management. It doesn't say when it's good through. So at this point, I can go through the website more if people would like me to do that. Or if you'd like to ask questions, I'd be more than happy to field questions.
So Mark, why don't you field a couple of questions and then go to the website if time permits. I see that Ron joined us, and so I would like to bring Ron on at the very end of the meeting just to talk about what.
All right, so it's back on. All right, and now I'm going to share. Oh. Okay, so Jonathan Perillo asked, is there anything that's unique to GSX Plus that we haven't seen before at GSX? Well, the whole remote issue is completely new. So that's new. I don't know if there's anything uniquely new. I mean, there's the virtual awards presentation. I think you'll end up seeing things that you didn't expect. I think if you plan, because I know we don't have to spend time walking from like session to session or walking through the exhibit hall, you may have to tell yourself to get up and walk around just to get some blood flowing through your body, but you may not be as tired, because I know when I went to GSX, I was whipped by the end of the day. I don't know if that helps you, Jonathan, but maybe that's just common sense for me. So on this particular schedule of events, I want you to notice that there's a different fitness activity every morning. Monday's a boot camp. Tuesday's a yoga flow fitness class. Wednesday, there's Zumba. Now, if you have a Peloton bike, there's a bike ride. I don't know how I'm going to do it without one, but, and then you can do your choice. So I imagine that there'll be like some type of a recorded version of that, so you can make your choice on Friday. There are general sessions that you can attend every day, and you can get everybody's bios on the site. So I have a bunch of different things ear tagged here. Somebody wanted to know about the exhibitors and how you're going to get in the exhibit hall. You'll go to the exhibit hall, and then this is how you will visit the individual exhibitors. And of course, I mentioned the matchmaking. So people will, if you're in a position like a security director's position with a specific industry, those exhibitors will probably target you. I went through the different events. I encourage you to check out these videos, because I think they may have a specific drink, maybe for a couple of them. I know they at least have it for the president's reception, which is kind of cool. The connections area, it's a virtual experience. We're not going to get the same feel, but hopefully you'll be able to meet the same number of people. Content. I told you about the tracks. I wanted to give you like an example of how the sessions would look. So here's an event. It has this person listed, Hans Davies. So if you click on him, you can get his bio, who he is, what is Toffler Associates, okay? If you go through this and plan on who seems interesting, who has the experience that you want to get information from, who's going to be a good speaker, you can go through all these learning experiences. I think these particular ones might be like product initiatives. So UA Sidekick, that must be a company that does droids. And you can go to these sessions and find out who else is speaking with him, or is he doing all these alone, or what's going on, okay? I don't know if that gives anybody an idea what's happening with that. Okay, so one of the things I didn't talk about much, there's an exhibitor part of the GSX page. It'll give you all the information on, if you're not in the game, you can still get in the game, okay? If you're worried about the technology that's being used, whether or not you're going to be able to reach the people you want to reach, you can get that information. And you can talk to people at headquarters about this information, and they've been very responsive. Like I said, they provided the presentation. I had a half an hour Zoom meeting with Jessica Lombardo, and she was great. Multimedia, I talked about some of the graphics that are available. You can download these graphics too and save them on your computer. And then there's the GSX challenge. Gottfried Hendricks shows you can put this video to put a message out. And I didn't get into this that much, but I found it earlier today, and I thought that you could utilize this. I'm certainly going to try to do something like that just for the heck of it. Any questions on any of this stuff? I think it's going to be a super experience, and you only get out of it what you put into it. I see there's other messages in the chat. Let me pull it up. So, Charlie Hickey has a question about the exhibits. Now, the best I can do with the exhibits is, so this is the marketplace, this is an exhibit hall. This is how it's going to look. I went to another online networking event, and they had these booths. And what you do is you click on them. Excuse me. Once you click on them, they'll take you in here. It'll have, you'll be able to click on an icon, see if you can't talk to somebody right away. You can schedule a meeting. If you see that down there, there's schedule a meeting. They have product information. A lot of them will have a video, and then you'll be able to get all that information off the sites that they loaded in the exhibit. I don't know if that helps you, Charlie, but you'll go through the exhibit hall by hovering over the icon and finding the people that you want. You don't have to schedule a meeting. You don't have to talk to somebody right away, but you can get some information and then decide, would you want a product demo? And they're doing product demos online. I'm sure you may be doing it too, but that's how they're trying to do everything at GSX Plus, and then of course throughout the civilian marketplace outside of the security industry. Did I not share there? Hello?
No, you didn't share the screen. No.
I'm sorry, Charlie. So what I was saying in that whole, so this is how the exhibit hall will look, and then you'll hover over these booths, and then you'll go into their specific sites, and they'll have content inside of their booth.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to schedule a meeting here. You'll be able to register with their contacts or have somebody talk to you right away. I know some companies will be super busy. Like I'm sure when you go to events, you may not be able to talk with everybody that you want to talk to. So that's why they schedule the meetings, and they have other ways to get information.
Okay, is that going to be a standard format for all the exhibitors?
From what I understand, yes. Okay. And I don't know how many exhibitors are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're doing their best to create content and be responsive.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing both sides of it. They're trying to be responsive to the exhibitors, but also the members and the attendees. Mm-hmm. And I found that it was pretty responsive. So
okay. Good. Thank you.
So if we don't have any other questions, I'm going to encourage anybody that wants to check it out before, and hopefully you will have more information. And if you decide to go, you can plan the event ahead of time and continue to get benefits from it with the access to the on-demand sessions throughout the end of the year.